All right, fellas. Ethereum's head and shoulders pattern play out. Unfortunately, I told you that I hope I'm wrong about this because I'm bullish on crypto, duh. But unfortunately, I was right. If you remember my previous video when I talked about this potential head and shoulders pattern just breathing on Ethereum's charts, well, this pattern is no longer potential. It happened. But of course, it tells us nothing. We need to analyze some more data on our charts, and the charts are giving me a completely different roadmap right now, especially for Ethereum. Here's how I'm positioning myself for the upcoming weeks and months, and how I plan to trade in the direction Ethereum is heading based on the market structure and this educated guess. Because if I'm not mistaken, we have another rate cut in October, so there is a window for this scenario to play out. So pay attention because this is going to be a brutal one. I'm going to talk about lower prices on Ethereum, you like it or not. But before I'm going to jump into our charts, I'm going to expose my roadmap, how I'm planning to trade Ethereum. All I want to talk about is this, because this is the most important thing that I'm planning to talk during the live stream. I want to talk about three phases in the crypto market. And all I want you to do is subscribe to this channel. It costs you absolutely nothing. Turn on that notification bell and wait for my goddamn call out, because I'm going to do a live stream about these three phases that we need to understand. But for a quick exposure, let's just call it that way. I want to talk about the phase 1, 2, and 3. All you have to understand that this is us, traders, crypto traders, that tracks price on all the cycles 24/7. This is our job. This is what we do. And this is how we position ourselves based on those three cycles. So let's just call it a first cycle where the attention goes, money flows into Ethereum and Bitcoin. When the Bitcoin and Ethereum starts to squeezing in some kind of falling wedge pattern, tries to flip from a bearish into the bullish market structure, and then forms some bullish explosive FOMO pattern. And after a breakout, most of the time, those top dogs just rips to the upside. A massive rally to the upside. People on the right side, the people who are not interested in crypto, but they're going to be interested in crypto during the phase 1 and phase 3, they don't see that. On the right side, the people who are not interested in crypto, they're going to be interested when the phase 2, phase 3 are going to start kicking in. So we traders, we're squeezing all of the juices from Ethereum and Bitcoin for most of those top dogs, and we're jumping into the second phase when we're trying to hunt for the same explosive movement on the altcoins. Luckily, some of the people are, when the news are trying to push the narrative that, oh my god, the Bitcoin is going to start hitting $500,000 this cycle, some of the people are getting lucky and they're jumping into this bull rally a little bit sooner. Some of them are jumping straight into phase 1, or they're jumping straight into the phase 2 by missing out from the first phase, and they're investing into a Bitcoin and Ethereum when they're sitting at the new all-time high territories, when the risk for you to make money is very high. But you're jumping into the second phase when the altcoins are also forming that explosive movement, and some of you are getting lucky. Let's just call it like a 20 or 15% of the people are getting lucky, jump into the second phase when the altcoins are printing an exactly same explosive pattern, and you're just squeezing some of the juices from this altcoin rally. There comes a third phase that those people who are thinking that they're right now experts in trading, they jump into a third phase. The phase that most of those low cap coins, or those, I don't know, some of those altcoins are also printing an exactly same explosive movement, and you're just getting wrecked. Some of those patterns are just hitting that resistance zone and never reaching their all-time highs, or even somewhere in the middle ever again, and you're just getting wrecked. So because the money flow doesn't reach those other altcoins the money flows, where the attention goes, money flows into Bitcoin and Ethereum, then all of that money comes into those altcoins, and then what is like leftovers goes into the let's just say the third phase, into those other altcoins, and you just like getting wrecked. So what can we talk about the people who are jumping only in the phase 3? So imagine that. So we're gonna do a live stream and we're gonna talk about the people's behavior in the crypto market. We're gonna learn about, let's just say, all of those three phases, because we traders, we're just during the third phase, we're just trying to stay out of it. We're trying to stay out of it. We squeezed all the juices from the Bitcoin and the majority of those altcoins, and we're just trying to stay out of that third phase. When the majority of people are getting some juices from the second phase, getting wrecked from the third phase. And all of those 98% of the people are just jumping into a second phase, like a third phase, getting wrecked, jumping into all different rug pulls, and they start to call that, oh my god, this whole industry is a scam. So I want to do a live stream because 10-15 minutes of the raw video is not enough. I want to do a live stream. I want to explain you more deeper, like to dive way too deep into this three crypto trading phases. Trading, investing phases, doesn't matter, call it however you want. So right now, let's jump straight into our charts, and I want to expose my roadmap for the Ethereum, for the upcoming like weeks or months on Ethereum, because right now Ethereum has a chance to print us a roadmap, and it already did, a potential roadmap how Ethereum can reach new all-time highs based on the market structure. So let's jump into a market structure. All right, let me just quickly delete that. All right. So this is the roadmap, and I'm gonna try to navigate myself based on this market structure. As you already know, ascending support has been broken. Right now, we reach almost $4,000, which is a round psychological number. And yes, head and shoulders pattern play out. And by connecting all of those touch points at the top and at the bottom, sorry for that, at the bottom, 1, 2, 3 touch points and 2 touch points at the top. And all I wanted to say is that I did like a crucial mistake. I opened a short sell position at the top here, the best short sell position that I can ever found in the crypto market. And I closed my position like way too early, not to get all of those juices from this bottom, from this whole drawdown, because I was thinking way too bullish at this point. Oh my god, $4,000, $4,500 is our psychological level that we have to hold it. I fought a few times for this 4.5k. I got stopped out, and yeah, so that was the best entry for the short sell. And yeah, I totally ignored a higher time frame. It is what it is. Profits are profits. Who cares? But right now, Ethereum, after breaking this ascending support, all I'm seeing a retest. If I'm going to use the swing highs and swing lows, this is a perfect zone that aligns alongside with this, let's just say, previous support and this key level. All I'm seeing a potential scenario for the Ethereum to start bouncing back up. I hope we're not going to get rejected from this resistance. We're going to go all the way to the upside. And we're going to get rejected once again from that supply. And we're going to print another lower low. From my completely swing lows and swing highs, this is my premium zone that I'm paying attention. I want to wait and to see what could happen if the price is going to reach those levels and how we're going to start reacting. But those levels are not that low. When we're going to compare the previous low and the previous high, the premium Fibonacci zone, my main buying power, sits at approximately here. And it perfectly aligns with this impulsive candle that represents our demand. This, a small consolidation mode, represents, yes, a premium demand as well. But this impulsive movement is the strongest one. By looking at this whole drawdown and the probability to see a nice bounce is huge, or should I say high. So the total drawdown on Ethereum would be at approximately negative 20%, which is in bull rallies is absolutely healthy. So I'm looking at this potential scenario, and because we have in October another rate cut, so maybe this is our window when we're gonna start hitting October, let's just say like first, whatever, yeah, 2025, approximately September 3rd, October 1st, then we're gonna start triggering all of those levels. But of course, my timing of the market I could be wrong about this. I don't know how long we could take for us to bounce back up and start seeing a rejection one more time here. And I have no idea how we can start dropping when we're going to reach those levels and how long it's going to take us to reach those levels until the October is going to start kicking in and another rate cut is going to start happening. So I hope I'm going to see another bounce at approximately here. And this is the window. This is the window where we can start breaking this descending trend. Absolutely, this full descending trend, and start reaching new all-time highs on Ethereum. 5,000, 5.5, 5.5K, $6,000. We'll see. We'll see. But also, every single time, if the price is going to start reaching those levels, I want to see how the price is reacting on the lower time frame. Are we printing a higher lows? Are we printing, break of structure, change of character? Are we shifting completely from a bearish into the bullish? Because one thing is very clear right now. We are printing another descending trend. And on the higher time frame, you know that I always like trusting my trend lines, or you call it a webs. Everything is aligned at approximately right here right now at this supply. But of course, we have a nasty resistance at approximately 4.3K. I can say that because we're the most, where I can see most of those touch points. The more touch points we have, the more confirmation we have. So keep an eye on this scenario. And of course, all I want to show you is this, that if we're going to reach those levels, of course, I cannot be that accurate by looking at the two premium zones. I need to take the whole chunk from here to here. So the whole gap is at approximately 4,000, or should I say 3.9K, at around 3.7K is my final accumulation on Ethereum. I'm going to accumulate more Ethereum at those prices. So yeah, that is pretty much it. This is my roadmap. We can get rejected right away because we're sitting below the mid-range inside this channel, if we can trust this channel. But if we're going to start rallying up, this is the place where I'm hoping to see another rejection. And if the crypto gods will be in my favor, I want to see a lower price, because like what, 5 videos before, I was talking about 3.8, 3.9, 3.7K. So I need to put my money where my mouth is. So if we're going to reach those levels, we're still quite okay. The total drawdown from those tops and bottoms would be negative 20%. Or if I'm going to take the whole chunk from here to here, would be negative 25%, which is also healthy in the bull rally. And I believe that Ethereum, like all of you guys from X like to say, that Ethereum is going to get back home. This is going to be its home run, and then another rally to the upside. We're going to break this descending trend, shift, let's just call it, shift completely from a bearish into the bullish market structure, and a rally to the new all-time highs. That would be healthy. That would be also if we're going to see the range between highs and lows. So that's going to be a perfect accumulation, manipulation, and distribution phase on a higher time frame, like a 1 hour time frame. So those are my 2 cents. This is my take on Ethereum. I'm gonna trade based on this roadmap. And let's jump straight into Bitcoin. I'm not trading Bitcoin that aggressively as I trade Ethereum. Bitcoin is also inside this descending trend, printing lower lows, lower highs. And yeah, but also I see an interesting picture, let's just say on Bitcoin, which is a little bit more brutal. Where's my... it's going to be a little bit more brutal one, by connecting all of those tops and bottoms. This is what I see right now. So Bitcoin's, my worst case scenario would be, look at this mid-range. Look at the respect of this mid-range. Perfect. Everything is aligned. Impulsive candle, align. Support, impulsive candle aligns with this mid-range. So my worst case scenario would be if the Bitcoin is going to be that harsh... I'm looking at this potential upcoming scenario. Of course, I'm not trading Bitcoin, so if it's not going to play out, we're going to bounce from this key level, which is approximately $110,000. I don't give a damn thing. But if we're going to break through that key level, my lowest point would be 104, 105K. So this is my bearish scenario. We'll see if it's going to play out or not. But yeah, if we're going to reach another all-time high, yeah, 130 would be rational and logical to see based on the market structure, because we rejected multiple times from the top, and we can start connecting all of those touch points and draw some lines. Because one, 2, 3, 4 touch points on a higher time frame. This is a really good. This is really good. And yeah, I'm eager to see a fifth one. But yeah, nonetheless, if you're a bull and you're just like riding this bullish wave, secure gains, always seek your healthy gains. Yeah, so that is pretty much it. I don't care if the Bitcoin's roadmap is going to play out or not. I do care on Ethereum. Tons of supply here. We can get rejected right away from 4.4K. Another drawdown. And we cannot deny that we didn't break the whole structure from a bullish into the bearish one. Like completely. Break of structure, change of character, that doesn't matter. Or we broke that around here, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, this is my roadmap. I'm looking at this type of scenario once again. Where's my arrow? If we're gonna disrespect the mid-range, because mid-range, yeah, it's a little bit choppy here. It's very choppy here. But if we're gonna disrespect the mid-range, then we're gonna start rallying up to the upside to retest those impulsive supply candles. All I'm saying is, well, that'll be my worst case of scenario if we're gonna enter that my accumulation zone. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Turn on that notification bell and wait for my call out. Wait for the live stream, because those 3 phases are the most important one. And I'm also caught myself jumping into the 3rd phase when I just need to stay back. I just need to stay back, enjoy my gains. And because, yeah, people from the 2nd phase, hold on, people from the 2nd phase, when they just start making money from those altcoins, they're giving all of their gains back into the market. They're just donating, like they start to trade those random altcoins and during the phase 3 like a drunk guy at 4 a.m. in Vegas. So yeah, you're just getting all your just giving your all money back into the market. So yeah, that is pretty much it. That's a quick market update, and yeah, peace out.